What would you do if cheating happened in your marriage? Would you forgive and try to work through it? Would you divorce or leave? Or would you just act like nothing happened? You know what? Nothing happened. You know what? Before you answer that, I have a better question for you. Is it worth it to stay in a relationship or a marriage where you got cheated on? The reason I'm asking you guys this is because this is today's topic. I have a video clip of a woman who's telling you what she did in her marriage once she caught her husband cheating. Now, again, I want you guys to comment your thoughts under this video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. All right, here we go. Wait, before we do that, let me introduce myself. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet, and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal for my channel. So lastly, I got this video clip from Chizette, the coffee pot channel. So here we go.
My husband cheated on me when I was 6 months pregnant. You can imagine the pain, the shock, the confusion. It's a shock. And then what did you do? You are baby on the way, you guys have a house together, and you're married. And so that's when you think strategically, right? I have always been smart that way. Like cases like where you are married, you're stuck in a situation and he does something so horrible to you, is wait and start planning, right? The first thing you have to take into account is that once the guy cheats, it's an open relationship. That means you don't have to ask for permission to do anything or to go out on dates, right? And this.
Wait a minute. That's not how an open relationship works. An open relationship, just so you guys know, in case you're unaware, you're together with someone, but you're having fun on the side with other people. An open relationship does not mean your relationship is over. That's not the purpose of an open relationship, right? But let's continue.
In this case, I was pregnant, so I had to wait. And then that was a horrible year because when it was time for the baby to come, it was a stillbirth. So there was no baby.
Sorry to hear that.
And I still didn't even because I was planning strategically the best way to get out. And so, but what I did do was I stopped making his little sandwiches. I stopped caring about the house. I said, hire a maid. And all that energy that I was putting into the marriage, I withdrew and I put it on myself. I became.
Okay. So, I mean, we're going to continue, but I just have to ask this question. Do you think it's still worth being in a relationship? Now you have to pay for a maid. Couldn't you have paid for a maid on your own? I get it. You cheated, but what if we put the shoe on the other foot? In fact, let's continue.
Super hot. I went to the gym.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I went to the gym. I had a liposuction done. I became really selfish. And I started dating. And so I started an affair with my boss. The affair with my boss was amazing. Like imagine having something new and the novelty of living an affair, like the passion. And so I understood what his position was when he cheated on me because like I was missing out. He was living his life. I was missing out. And my boss was flying me everywhere, dining and whining me like.
Wait a minute. This woman is talking about her boss. Do you understand how stupid this is? Just for the boss. Think about it. He's putting the whole company in jeopardy. This woman is putting her job. Well, we can see she's now turned into a completely selfish woman. Maybe I should have put this woman on wall watch because this is the damage. This is the trauma that I'm talking about. Now you have to pay her higher price for something that happened in her past. You are now the guy who has to pay up. Come on now.
I was living the life. And so then I had to experience seeing my ex-husband, which is.
And another thing, she says she went to the gym, but she went to go get lipo surgery. Listen, this woman has had a lot more done than just lipo. I can't even see her body. I'm just looking at her face and I realize there are no wrinkles. There are no creases. There's nothing on her face that shows emotion, meaning she got a lot done to her face and her hairline. But whatever. Let's continue.
Now is my ex, sad and crying and depressed. And it's fine to do things until the same thing is done to you, and then you don't like it so much, right? But then the worst thing that a woman can do is become a victim, or be begging that he doesn't do it again, or being checking his phone and become obsessive about what he's doing, where he's at, checking. Oh my gosh, that is such a waste of your time and your energy. And then I was able to climb the ladder because of my great. I mean, like, life just opened up for me when I did that move. Like when I started dating my boss. And when you realize that you are missing living your life just because you are in love with a man who is not even, he's incapable of like loyalty and faithfulness. And then you're like, no, I don't want to get married. I don't want to be cleaning houses or cooking for someone that is not even going to like.
Do you still think it is worth being in a relationship where cheating happened? For me personally, I don't think that is worth it. So I would rather get out of the relationship because I don't want to deal with a woman and her emotions, right? I also don't want to deal with the revenge factor, right? Because if I cheated, there was a specific reason why, and I probably tried to warn the woman, hey, this is not enough sex for me. Hey, I don't like what's going on. Hey, I don't like that I see you talking to these different men. I don't like the way that you're dressing. So in my mind, if I cheat, the relationship is pretty much over anyway. Now, if you're someone who's trying to forgive and work through it, I can see how you're going to be hurt. This woman right here explained it. So for me, if I did forgive her, or if she had to forgive me, but then she decides that she's gonna do it, it's gonna be a constant revenge cheat, constantly, right? She's gonna cheat, I'm gonna cheat. She's gonna cheat, I'm gonna cheat. Now I will say this, I think this is pretty funny that she called this an open relationship. I don't think she know what an open relationship means. Now, open relationships are extremely difficult. The reason why an open relationship is difficult is because, one, and this is the main thing when it comes to an open relationship, you're supposed to be together. You're supposed to stay together. You're supposed to be a couple, right? Like, you don't get into a relationship to break up, right? That's basically what she did. Basically just a revenge cheat. Now, the reason why open relationships usually don't work is because one person usually gets jealous of the other, or one of the people in the relationship ends up falling for somebody that's not in their relationship, meaning they fell for the person on the side. Now, for me, when it comes to women, what I've realized is women cheat far more than men. I mean, far more. It's not even close. The reason why I'm saying that is because if a woman dresses a certain way, she knows exactly what type of attention she's going to receive. If she got some breasts showing, some booty showing, if the box print is showing, she knows what type of attention she's going to get from men and women. So that's why I'm saying, for me personally, I would rather just leave because I don't want to deal with the emotions. Maybe I would have tried to work through something like this when I was younger because I had more energy and life was a lot more chaotic. But today,
we're gonna go through recently deleted to see if she deleted anything with Scott, to see if it's really her stepdad.
Are you serious right now?
Alan? Samuel?
don't know.
Yo, who's
What does
Alan?
this have to do with New York City?
Wait, who's Alan and Samuel?
My boyfriend knows who Alan is.
You know Alan?
Yes.
With my life being peaceful or somewhat peaceful, or me being able to find the peace in my life with my busy schedule, now I just don't have the capacity to even want to deal with that. Because when I was in relationships, the women all had the same excuse. You're not texting me enough. Oh my gosh, why do I always have to text you first? Oh my gosh, you're not telling me that I'm pretty. You never compliment me. And I'm like, well, first of all, one, when it comes to text messaging, I want to miss you a little bit. We live together. The girlfriends the ex-wife that I have, I lived with women. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, let's miss each other. That way, when we see each other, we can have a much better conversation when we catch up. Okay, cool. This is what happened in your day. This is what happened in my day. Cool. We get to have that good conversation, right? I'm like, let's miss each other a little bit. That never worked. Then the next thing was, oh my gosh, you're not telling me that I'm pretty. You're not telling me that I look good and that I look nice. And I'm like, that's because you're not dressing for me. You're dressing for somebody else. When I see you, you got sweats on, a big t-shirt, you got a bonnet on, your hair is all messy, you know. And now when I do see you get up and get dressed for someone else, why in the hell would I tell you that you look good? Right? Because you're not doing it for me. So if you're not doing it for me, then that's a signal that I need to go ahead and move around. This is why I keep asking you, how would you handle this? Because this woman explained revenge cheating. She tried to dress it up by talking about an open relationship and not and no longer being in her relationship, strategically doing things to make sure that she hurt you. Now, the danger in what this woman did, she clearly was flirting with this boss already, which means she was already cheating, right? All she needed was the opportunity. For instance, when a woman decides that she's gonna get in shape and start to make sure that she's not, undesirable, why did she wait till after the relationship was over? Because in the relationship, people get comfortable or lazy, right? They let themselves go. Now, she said that she was working out and she was getting in the gym, but she also mentioned Lipo. Now, when I hear something like that and I see her face and her facial structure, I'm saying, nah, she cheated. She went and got surgeries, right? Like, that's what she did. She went and got things to fill her up and fill up her skin and make her look a certain way. I'm not against it unless this is someone that I'm trying to take serious. The reason why is because what's being covered up with the heavy makeup, with all the surgeries, is a whole bunch of insecurities that you think you have the energy for, but you really don't. Now, the problem that I have with this woman and what she did is actually with the boss. This boss put his entire company in jeopardy by dealing with a married woman. Again, this is why I think she was cheating before the husband got caught, because for a boss, this is dangerous. This is the most dangerous position to put yourself and your company in, because you're setting yourself up for a lawsuit, right? Think about how strategic this woman is thinking, which means she's planning. Guess what she's planning for? She's not planning for nothing positive. She's planning to destroy, okay? She's not planning to build. She's planning to destroy. So her working her way up, she didn't work her way up. She effed her way up, right? She effed her way up. Fellas, we are now in a time where you don't have to get married. I know there's a lot of guys out here who are preaching and saying different things, but in today's time, women have changed. Like, we are now starting to figure out who they are, or they have changed and we're studying what they're actually doing. I'm saying that because a revenge cheat, an open relationship, her no longer wanting to make your lunch, no longer wanting to clean, everything that she said, you can hire a maid to do those things, right? If you even want a woman, you can hire a woman for the night. I get it. I know that you guys want that in-house box, but what you're seeing is the woman getting tired of you. Here's the messed up part, or the opposite side of that. You're getting tired of her as well. I've been married before, and I can tell you, life being married is hard because you don't understand what doing life with someone actually means. It is not a smooth and perfect journey. And today, women think that when you get married, that it's going to be smooth and that it's going to be perfect and that it's going to be all about her. But let that woman have children, get pregnant. Her emotions are going to start to get out of whack, where she's not even going to be able to control what she's talking about. Now, when it comes to Chized, I remember Chized saying you need to have a conversation before you get married about cheating. Here's the thing. Women function on their emotions. So no matter what you said yesterday, last year, everything changes based on how she feels. So no matter what she says, she's not bonded to her words. She doesn't even live life through the lens of what she says. She lives life based on how she feels today. This is why men keep talking about how much women move the goalposts. For instance, if you started off with a bang and everything was great, guess what? She moves the goalposts. Now you have to do this to satisfy me. You do that, now she moves the goalposts. Now she moves the goalposts again. And once you do that, you fulfill those things, you make her happy or satisfied. That only lasts for a moment. Then she moves the goalposts again. No matter, so basically what I'm telling you is it does not matter what you do. If this woman doesn't have a certain set of morals and a certain set of skills, and she feels like she cannot leave you because you are the best thing she's ever had, then she's going to leave you. So the reason why I'm responding to this clip is because I see a lot of women doing this. I thought about it like, you know what? Why the hell would I want to deal with a woman after she's been cheated on? Because she's going to constantly try to get you back. Now, she may never cheat on you, but she will always hold that over your head. Just like this woman brought up about going through a man's phone. It's a waste of time and energy, but women live life through their emotions. So it's actually, so what they're not thinking about is anything logical. It's everything emotional. So they want to investigate. They want to go through and sift through and find things because it gives them, it feeds into their emotions. Another reason why I'm responding to this is because this showed me what's on the other side of cheating or being cheated on. When a woman cheats, she's not just going to do it once. She's going to continuously do this over and over and over again. Again, what we don't know is how many times she cheated and just never got caught. Now, what happened in this clip is we got this woman's side of the story. We did not get the man's side of the story. With that man's side of the story, we might actually find out why he cheated, which would probably change your view, or at least change men's view on what actually happened in this relationship. Because for a woman to get out and say, well, you know, I was pregnant when he cheated, I'm like, damn, welcome to the club. That happens to a lot of women. And I don't mean to be mean or disrespectful or sound like a jerk, but all the women that I've met who've been through this, they have been damaged and traumatized beyond that period of time. Meaning every man that meets that woman after that, he has to deal with that trauma if he's trying to take that woman serious. Now, what I learned from this clip is women don't let things go. Women do not let things go. If you think that you can cheat on a woman and that she's going to forgive you, she will not. She will not. And the messed up part about this is she probably just never got caught. Because her flirting, her dressing a certain way, her wearing certain things, her sending a like, her sending a message, right? Her sending an emoji. That is a form of cheating, because what it's doing is it's signaling the guy that she's either single or she's available. Either way, she's showing herself to be accessible. Once a woman is accessible, I mean, come on. There are so many hard Johnsons out here just waiting for this woman. There are so many Johnsons out here waiting for this woman to show that she's available or accessible. Oh my God. Come on. Listen, the amount of men that are just waiting for a woman to present herself, oh my gosh. Her DMs will flood, right? They will flood. She could just put revenge, in her story, and her phone is going to start blowing up, right? Her DMs is going to start going crazy. Fellas, this is why I keep saying, focus on yourself. Focus on your mind. Focus on your body. Focus on your finances, because maybe you could have alleviated all of this stress by simply hiring a maid. Right? Simply hiring someone to do all of the jobs, handle all of the tasks that this wife, now ex-wife, was doing. Some people are able to get in a relationship, get in a marriage and make it work, but women have been sexually liberated, which means they are free and they are getting it in. Right? When we say friends with benefits, situationship, flings, vacay base, we literally just heard this woman talk about her boss whining and dining her, taking her on trips. We literally just heard it. And guess what? She was married when she did it. This is why I said the boss put his whole company, his job, right? Because when she say boss, we don't know if this means the CEO or a supervisor or a manager, but what we do know is this person is above her, right? So since this person is above her, she feels more sexually attracted to them. Now, I don't think that this boss or supervisor, manager, whatever this person is, I don't think they're gonna stay with her. I don't even think they want to be in a relationship with her. Now, here's the thing, they might, but after some time with her, they're gonna change their mind, because they're gonna see if she was able to do that to her husband, she'll do that to the next man. And that's a lesson that you have to learn, whether you learn it the hard way or whether you learn it from someone else's mistake. Now, I have a question for you. What do you think? How would you handle being cheated on? Are you leaving? Are you staying? Are you working it out? Let me know. Comment under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. Now that this video is done, do me a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this video. Other than that, I will see you on the next one. Peace.